something like that. This is hitting like Royal Kingdom levels already. So without counting Royal Kingdom, because it's coming directly from Dream Games, I would say, yeah, this could be the most successful new Match-3 game.
Which is not from Turkey.
Yeah, it's not from Turkey or China.
I mean, China is not there yet.
It's 4 a.m. and we're rolling the dice. Matej drops knowledge made of gold and ice. Felix with ads making those coins rise. Jack up designs, worlds chasing the sky. We're the 2.5 gamers, the midnight crew. Talking UA adverts and game design too. Matej, Felix, Shaka bringing the insight. We're rocking those vibes till the early daylight. Matej, UA, master eyes on the prize. Tracking data through the cyberspace skies. Felix stacks dollars like a wizard in disguise. Jacob's crafting realms lift us to the highs. 2.5 gamers talking smack. Slow hockey stick, got your back. Ads are beautiful, they light the way. Click it fast, don't delay.
There it is. No, don't. Oh, hello. I was looking. I was trying to find some stuff. You know me. Oh, it's right there now. It's right there. And action-packed. I'm Felix Broberg.
Yeah, Kuberim.
We are your hosts.
That is right.
That is very right.
But before we get to this action-packed episode, we actually made a public service announcement because we actually had a friend we spoke to last week who actually lost his Moscow flat due to a bad LTV model. So Matej, what can you do about LTV modeling and UA?
LTV modeling and UA, are you referring to our deepest and dearest sponsors, PVX Partners?
Yes.
Very cool. Very, very, very cool. Because today's episode is brought to you by PVX Partners, the simplest and most effective credit line for marketing. Let's face it, your game is crashing KPIs, ROAS looks juicy, your bank account, not so much. But PVX can fix that because they can help you with the UA financing. So it's fast, flexible, and you can scale your game without selling your soul. No equity dilution, just money in, adds out the growth. It's amazing. So go to pvxpartners.com and see how they can help you. Also, tell them 2.5 Gamers sent you. They will know. They will know. So pvxpartners.com. Thank you very much.
PVX Partners doesn't stand for Player Velocity Extreme. I looked it up. That's not what it stands for.
What?
He just makes me.
He just made it up.
Yeah. Anyway. Thank you very much, guys. Let's get back to the episode.
What? Let's start the episode. We don't even know what we're talking
very
about.
True. Yeah, very true. Very true. So, we are talking about matching story. And this game,
quite a story.
It's quite a story. And I thought it was a flop for 3 years, but it actually was in a soft launch. It wasn't a flop. And I can tell you guys that the matching story is actually by Vertex Games, which was really, really interesting. Yeah, so this is a Singapore-based mobile game developer and publisher. They have few games, actually. So Matching Story, Bingo Frenzy, and Bingo Voyage. And then there's also a word game. So interesting. Apparently based on Glassdoor, there's anything between 1 and 50 employees. That's what it said.
The hard-hitting journalism.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's actually the game has more than 6,000 levels. So it's not bad.
6,000?
Yeah, that's
3,000 something.
Yeah, it was 3,000, but then I was also watching some of the creatives and they said 6,500.
So you usually check the levels through the top players in the game.
So, they lie in creatives?
Yeah, so it's 3,750.
Yeah, it's more than 3,000. Oof. No
Can
way.
we do the numbers just to get us hyped up and excited because they're big?
Yeah, so let's do the numbers. So the company account, as Maciej said, there's many games there, not just the matching story one. So it seems they started somewhere in 2019, if I get
Ooh.
it right. Yeah, with Block Puzzle Infinite, which was doing like 2 million downloads.
But it's not even
a month.
live yet anymore.
Yeah, it's like, we just see it here in the graph. And then, if I understand, they were living on the Bingo Frenzy live bingo games, which was doing like million a month from 2021.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah, for a long time. Like that game has already like 100+ million lifetime revenue. And then comes the matching story, which was released in 2021. And then you got the ambush hockey stick,
But
which
wait,
means
no.
Ambush hockey stick.
Ambush hockey stick. Wait,
it's
just
like
go to
total
country
metal. It's
filter.
the same ambush hockey stick.
Country filter, please. That hockey stick happened when they released globally. End of sentence. Nothing major happened. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.
Is this one of the longest soft launches we've covered?
I think so.
Yeah.
This game was in soft
The
launch
US
for a long
was
time.
added 2023.
2023, yeah. So they really launched the game in 2023 in November.
Wow.
Because I was
So-
like,
so
oh my
far,
God,
yeah,
this is
so far.
terrible because I don't know. And then it's like, wait a second. What's happening? So yeah, I think they were obviously iterating on the game because when we look at different gameplays and the one that I showed you, sent you
this
is
is the
from,
one.
Yeah,
This is the one from the launch one. Yeah. This is May 2021. So this is the launch.
So
one
this is
from
soft
there.
launch.
Yeah, soft launch.
Soft launch,
Like
yeah.
first initial build.
Yeah,
on the stores.
first, yeah, which looks way worse than what we see now.
Yeah.
Even this,
It was way worse, but the main point that we thought before is that this was a Match-3 game or this was a merge game. No, this was already from the beginning
both, yes,
combination of merge and Match-3 game. So no sudden whatever something happened.
yeah.
They just iterated what they got because you see
Yeah.
how it looks here. It looks now.
Let me stop you right
pretty
here
much
because,
like
dear
this.
listeners, my assumption was this was a merge game from the get-go, and then they changed it to match,
Mhm.
and then it's like, oh, wait a second, then they combine it with like merge and match, and like, oh my God, now it works. But no, this was exactly the same case from the very beginning.
It
They
just
added few things. Yeah.
updated visual stuff. Like I guess we definitely. My guess is that they definitely didn't have the Royal Match event
Because it
beta.
wasn't, it wasn't launched before.
It wasn't.
It wasn't live. Yeah, exactly. It was exactly my thought when I was watching the episode, and then I was playing, and I was like, wait a second, I have all the fucking events everywhere, on the right hand side, on the bottom, everywhere. It's just like something is happening. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And also, what level are you? Did you get the
No, I didn't.
Game Pass?
55.
Ooh, I'm 65.
Yeah, but you didn't get the library or
Yeah, I
whatever
mean, like,
this
come
is.
on, it actually starts to be really hard at 60.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
And do we know
I
what
mean,
this feature is? I will figure out. Though.
what?
This one, like, what this feature unlocks?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll figure out.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway,
Review radar.
this is the state of how the game looks now. So you basically have like a fully fledged EverMerge, or pretty much a merge. I would say merge 5, but this is not merge 5. It's merge 3 only. They have it a little bit different here, but so isometric merge basically, not our usual Travel Towns merge 2 on the board. That's not there. It's EverMerge, and then you have on top of it a Match-3 game, like a typical Match-3 game with all of its like Royal Match stuff, and now like Kiss.
Yeah, Kiss. I have
and it's working, and they're living happily ever after.
Yeah, and they're living happily ever after. Yeah. Exactly. Like so, laughing all the way to the bank, basically.
Yeah, you pass the match level, and you get the chest, which then kind of you open the chest, and then you play the merge game. I have 30 chests not open because I was getting really, really mad and angry, and it's really overwhelming. There's no auto merge, and guys, like, how and why in hell there's no auto merge. It's insane.
Yeah, like it would be very handy to have some kind of auto merge feature like from Top Troops, where you would just click on the button and then everything would merges on it. Because the point is here, we can start right there. It's no optimization here. So usually with merge 5 game like EverMerge, you want to optimize because it's 3 to 1 and 5 to 2. So you're saving 1 token if you're merging 5. But if I merge 5 here, nothing happens. It just merge and like the 2 will just remain there. So this brings the thing that, or let's say this, like the optimization is thrown out of the window. So you just have giant mess here all the time.
Felix, do you see how clean this board is?
Yeah.
Everything has its own place. It's very, very clean. You should see mine.
Yeah.
It's mess everywhere.
Yeah, see, so here we have, let's say 5. So if you do this on EverMerge or typical isometric merge game, it should turn into 2 more tokens. Now it just turn into the next one and
then left
2
2
remained. Yeah. See, so we need to merge 3 and that's it basically.
I mean, it would be too complicated, right? I guess
it's not too complicated. That's the usual. That's how it is with merge 5 games.
Do you think match players
I think
do
they
really
just went,
care?
because we have the merge 3 element on it, so it's like less optimization. So they went for it to kind of cut down the time for you would be tidying this shit up.
So I think what happens here is, instead of you, when you run out of lives and you go to another
balloon offers.
Yeah, that's perfect. If you run out of lives, you go to another match-3 game. Here you run out of lives and you just merge.
Or if you run out of stuff to merge, you play more levels.
Yeah.
But it's still like a little bit, as you say, optional. It's that same thing where in, let's say, Gardenscapes, Homescapes, you have people that have thousands of stars and shitty garden that's not renovated because they just don't care. They don't even care to kind of pick one of the 3 benches to kind of place and like restore the abandoned villa or whatever. They just play the match 3 levels. Here the merge is just the optional progression, but it's additional gameplay, so it's much more functional.
Yeah. And it creates an engagement.
It creates
and monetization vector
depth. Yes, that's brilliant key here, because the thing is that in Gardenscapes it creates just visual progression. Like there's no addition to the economy. It's just like you're spending those stars. Yeah, Austin is like renovating shit and everything, and like that's great. Yeah, there we go. But here, because merge have very, very good monetization, because there's exponential curve with the tokens, and like you see here, I immediately got the famous bubble offer, which means if you're merging new stuff or like high level stuff, it duplicates into these bubble offers, which means the game creates 1 more token and then sells you that token.
Where's the price?
We need to click it, and then we
because
don't
you're
have
emulating.
Against emulators, yeah. Anyway, it would be like horribly high. Like these are usually horribly high, pricey things in either hard currency or direct money already. Like don't I have any other like high level tokens? Or maybe let's upgrade the thing.
Yeah. And I can click and go and just share my phone if you want, honestly.
That's okay. Yeah, should be. So yeah, you get new tokens through this like island reward thing, which is like one of those connectors. Yeah,
you got the sleepy giraffe.
Yeah, we got the sleepy.
Cute.
Maybe we got the giraffe of a second. Yeah. No.
How about laying down?
One more. I need one more laying. Or
always
like
one more.
Giraffe. Yeah.
Always one more.
Add this one. Yeah.
Just buy the fucking giraffe. Go to the zoo. Open the shop. Open the shop.
You're right.
The shop.
There you go. But see, this is exactly the credit you brought up. They have a lot of stuff that you can do in merge, and like in merge, you can spend a lot of soft currency on the tokens.
Yes.
Like in Match-3, you could only spend it on fail state, only on plus
or
5
boosters.
Moves. Yeah, or boosters. That's it. Here you have much more things. So the spend of this game is much higher than probably Gardenscapes, not counting the level spender, because if we count in the level spend, I mean 15,000 levels. Okay, of course they went over this thing, but this thing, as you said, has currently 3,751 levels, which I guess is like a usual content treadmill, but immediately had during those 3,000 levels much more strength than compared to Gardener's Games. Yeah, so that's there. On the right side and left side, as you're rightly assuming, we have the Royal Match event trigger meta. So we have the usual, the stuff that I already failed here.
Don't worry, it's gonna
Yeah.
be fine.
No worries, they're going to be right next
Yeah.
one. You just reset the
Yeah,
button. That's it.
Exactly.
There we go.
There you go.
There's the next one. Then we have the team battle leaderboard.
Baseball bonanza.
Call it however you like it. Then we have Pizza Dash, which is again the usual thing, like the templates that you see within these things. Then we have the offers that are kind of sitting right there on the main, like, nice chain offer there.
This is never ending, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. And which one? This one.
Step
yeah,
offers.
some kind of home
And
run.
these, by the way, this home run is like the first one is 45 euros. It's expensive, really, really expensive.
Yeah. So it works great. Here is the book, which is like gives you hard currency for first time merging something. This is basically the encyclopedia of the game. Then you have the usual begging team thing where everybody's begging lives each other, begging teams, and the leaderboards, and then what's there in the shop? Yeah, so shop is much more robust because in Match-3, like, this is the shop.
Yeah.
This is the shop. There's nothing there, but here we can buy the tokens. Okay, and also the Joker tokens, by the way, the magic crystals. These are very, very important because I could use magic crystal on pretty much everything. Oh, let's use it on giraffe.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we use it on giraffe. Are you sure to use magic?
Are you sure you want to use it?
Sure.
For us?
Yeah, for us, just for you. And where
Is
we
that the right
are,
ones?
there we go. And then there will bubble one. Check.
Wow.
It's
a
a
basketball.
It's basketball giraffe.
Bubble one. Come on.
I mean, what do you mean? Like it's
supposed to be
basketball
bubble
giraffe.
because it's a new token, but I guess because I have already one bubble sitting
And
here.
I have
maybe
5 bubbles.
Yeah, I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
Come on, guys!
How
You had a
much-
good opportunity to do it here.
Yeah.
How much is this game making a day right now?
Something like
200.
270, 200. Yeah. So maybe weekly. That's a little bit more smooth. Like
$1 million a week?
pretty-
$1.5 million a
160
week?
mil a week. Yeah,
160 mil? No,
Not mil.
160,000.
Not mil. Ooh,
sorry. 1.6 mil a week.
yeah. It's
Roughly
8
like
mil. 8 mil.
hitting like 300k.
Which is without the sadness multiplier.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
The important
Who
part.
do you think? Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
Who do you think is taking notice of this more? Dream Games, the Match-3 giant from Turkey, or Microfun, the merge giant from China?
No one. I don't think
I
they
think
care too much.
they're already taking the note because if you hit 300k a day, you're on the charts. You're on the list.
You're on the
You
chart,
send out a
yes.
flare. It's like sending out a flare, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this is more match-free rather than just microphone.
Hmm.
It's very closer to Dream than it's close to Seaside Escape or Gossip Harbor.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I actually like the game. I mean,
Really?
yeah.
Really not my game.
You mean
This is
what do you like on it? Like what you haven't seen already?
the visual polish and how I play the game, and also what Laura mentioned when like few things happening at the same time is actually kind of all pretty good. I feel really good about playing this game. I didn't feel that great when we were talking
Royal
about
Kingdom?
match villains, for example,
Okay.
because it wasn't there in terms of like the visual polish and like how smooth the gameplay is. Obviously, it's also a great game, but this I'm not sure like why. Maybe it reminds me a little bit of Garden's Caves because how the icon looks like.
Or you just got older in between and you're now more into Match-3?
No, I was always into Match-3. Man, like,
Really?
didn't you notice really when we talk about a casual game, I always played like the most. Like I'm always like even better than you. I mean, it's fucking obvious.
Oh yeah, that's right. Like level-based games, you go usually higher than me.
Always.
Is this the game that Laura, when we had our 3-hour epic Match-3 episode, which everyone should check out because we worked really hard on that, covering basically everything that's happened in Match-3. Laura said in that episode that basically there hasn't been that much iteration on Match-3 outside of the core, not on the core loops at all. Is this kind of
Not
an
not really
iteration?
iteration, no success.
No
Yeah, no
success. Yeah.
Yeah,
No
okay,
success.
fair. Yeah.
Success. So this is on its way to be the success, pretty much. Because if I remember last time, it was Chrome Valley Customs, which was the success, which was the male Match-3.
Yeah.
The hype around that, which got crushed by Trackstar now, but still isn't nowhere near close to the giants, the new kids, which is like Royal Kingdom or whatever,
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that. This is hitting like Royal Kingdom levels already
Yeah.
now. So like without counting Royal Kingdom because it's coming directly from Dream Games, I would say yeah, this could be the most successful new Match-3 game.
Which is not from Turkey. There you go.
It's not from Turkey or China.
Or I mean, China is not there yet.
Yeah.
So
But you know what?
We don't know. Maybe we don't know. And it's like
if you've worked at Vertex Games, we're actually coming to Singapore in June, and we'd love to meet you and buy you lunch and just ask some questions because this is quite interesting.
As usual, our investigative journalism.
Yeah, if you have a HQ in Singapore, it also can mean quite well that you are Chinese.
Yes, as
which
usual.
most probably is going to happen. We are coming to China Joy as well. So guys, definitely. I wanted to ping Heaven, but it was already too late when I was like, most probably he knows them.
But you see here, like pretty much again, we got more currencies, so we're now getting both hard currency and soft currency, but still hard currency is given in like giant amounts because again the economy is much more deeper here, and the usual mumbo jumbo streak mechanic, everything, so it's pretty much there.
And the balancing is very interesting because
it's different. Like Royal Kingdom starts with super hard level 18, 20. This was like one of the harder levels now. 55.
Yeah, it's getting harder around the level 60, and I'm ending every level either with 0 moves or 1 move left, and the 0 move is like, okay, this is the final move, and I pass the level. So it's getting really hard, but it's like it's so well now balanced that like it's one move or 0, and then that's it basically.
By the way, for the people that don't seeing it on the board, let me unzoom a little bit to see. So these isometric merge games, they have the usual very, very good converting offers, which are these permanently like new, like an expansion of the board, basically. These kind of
Top Troops had it.
Yeah, EverMerge, everybody like this is bread and butter stuff. So you have this, like I think now I have like 3 or 4 of these, and they're still waiting for me.
Like since day one.
Yeah, they just wait here forever for you, and they're like super good
until you buy them.
Until you buy them because they enlarge the whole thing, and that's it. And they, by the way, they also have the restoration, right, Royal Kingdom, because if we are using these stars, like you seen in the video here, where was it? So it starts this kind of crumbly, and like the whole thing is kind of run down, like you see
it's
here.
It's not that bad as here.
Yeah, it's not that bad as here. But still, the thing is that if I'm kind of getting these stars are actually renovating the plane. So we have the palace here, and the more stars I have, this whole thing. I don't know if I have a little bit more stars here. I think I don't know. But anyway, if you're matching here and getting these like island rewards, the whole place gets renovated also. So they have that like auto build, because if I go here and you'll check the loading screen, you see that was the palace right there behind it, the Royal Match one. So they also have this renovation thing on top of it. It just streamlined, very, very heavily streamlined. So let me go here and lose my streak and lose everywhere and get like 20 pop-ups. Yeah, it's like
no streak insurance.
Yeah, no streak insurance, and we also, of course, lost this. You seen it? Oh yeah,
crying, emoji,
smiling. Yeah,
emoji right there.
Oh, we can start again. There we go. Better luck next time. There's the pizza event. Get that one, of course. Great emoji. But see it's different because in merge economy, there we go. We have like some different stuff here. So I think it's a great expansion of the spend depth of the game that fits this whole formula, and seems it's working. It's
Yeah.
pretty much a
Man,
lot of innovation on the
please
the visual
play
progress.
3 more levels, please.
You want
Because
3 more?
then it's a good segue to UA.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that.
Please. Yeah.
Jakob, can you
what
summarize
has actually changed? You'll see.
Yeah. So, Jakob, just summarize 3 top points why you think this is working so well and why you think it needed to be in soft launch for 3 years to get there.
Yeah. So the main point is that they have much more spend depth than the typical Match-3 game or merge game, just because of the additional merge layer. That's the first thing. So that's out of the question, because you see that like the currency of this game and everything is just working on a different balancing and different scaling. That's there. It's not your usual, and I'm like, you have, by the way, like bonus levels in betweens where they like shower you.
It's on level 60. That's why I'm pushing you to do
Yeah.
like 3 more, because it's 20, 40, 60, the bonus level with all the
When
currency.
she's freezing in a diner.
No, that's afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's one
that's one
that's
we want
afterwards.
to also show.
That's what I want. Yeah, but Jakub doesn't really know how to play Match-3 games, I
No,
guess.
he's talking as well, and he's got a child, he knows.
Exactly.
No, yeah,
I'm defending him today. I'm defending him.
I know, but you. It's gonna be fine.
Right, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be very tough.
Uh,
We're fucked. No. Yeah, just move it up. It's fine. You have a shit ton of. Yeah, you have. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's okay. Good. And now, yeah, this is also something. And then I think you don't have the battle pass yet.
I have that.
You have battle pass.
I can go to the main menu now, I think.
You can.
Oh, I think I can go now. Oh, let's check.
Because I thought this was like after level 60.
No, here it is.
No, it's man.
There's one more?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah. I got it after. I think it's around like level 60. I think that's the main milestone. And yeah, it was really like unfolding nicely after some time, and I think the fact that it's actually not that hard from the level, from the first levels, I guess, like the Royal Kingdom, and then they get you afterwards like level 50. It starts to be really interesting.
Yeah. Use some boosters, Jakob?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah, Jakob is playing. Nice.
Yes.
He's preparing a combo.
Yes, that's good.
These two things won't go together.
Maybe I can talk about ad placements here.
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
there are
please.
none, right? But basically, the game has the game only has 200,000 DAO, right? So even if they had ad placements, they wouldn't be earning more than you had 3 or 4 rewarded impressions per DAO. It would be like 3 to 5K a day, right?
Okay,
no, way less. 200,000 users is not all too much, especially like in these types of games. Like that's kind of an interesting point as well, right? Because in Match-3, pretty much 60% of impressions are always made up of either after level boosts or pre-level boosts, and then the remaining is just more lives, right? So that's the bread and butter ad placements for Match-3 games, right? But Merge, we know that Top Troops had like around 18% ad revenue, which is quite interesting, right? So I'm just wondering, like, and we also know that our friends at Microfun, which we've never met, they have about anywhere between 12 to 18% as well on ad revenue. And I'm just thinking here, right? Like, don't you think the opportunity here, if you combine those two, could actually be quite significant? Or do you think it's so premium that you don't even want to take the chance on it?
I think it wouldn't really make any difference here.
You don't want.
I think it's going to be making so much money when it scales that it's just no point, right?
Yeah, it's like if you
see
look
the
at
downloads of the game.
That's what I was saying. You have almost 100 million revenue.
Yeah,
look, you have almost 100 million revenue, and then you have 7 million downloads. Yeah, like it's
go in the active user base.
Yeah, I know. It get 200k.
No,
and it's mostly if I get.
It's US mainly. It's mainly US.
Tier 1. Yeah.
Tier 1.
Yeah, tier 1,
Tier
then not that much. Because then I was looking at it. It's from that 100 million. It's 50% is US actually. So it's insane. Actually, when you play,
Use
I can
more
try.
boosters. More boosters,
No,
Jakob. More boosters.
No
don't
worries,
worry.
I'm on it.
Leave him alone. I'll try to find check the retention in the meantime, because that's always something that people ask. And let's see, quarter. Let's go to 2024, the last quarter. So for US, day 1 is 41%, day 7 is 24%, day 30 is 15%, and day 60 is 10%. And
That's very good.
apparently, yeah, and day 90 is 8%. Nice. And Google is worse, but still day 90 is 7.9%. Okay, still. Yeah, pretty much the same retention curve as on iOS in US.
Shoot
Not
it.
bad.
Shoot it. Shoot it. The booster. The booster.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He has a pretty big amount of.
I wanted
How
to
is
see
it?
the booster.
Waiting for it. We're brute force it.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
So,
Here we go. Thank you very much, Jakub,
super
for
hard
playing the
level.
game. Yeah.
And now comes the secret of it all. After the bonus level.
Oh, wait. Digging. We
we
won.
won. There we go. Again.
Oh.
What happens now?
It's another one. It's scaled, by the way. It's scaled. It's scaled. It was out of the 3. Now it's out of. It's scaled. So that's very important. The new way how to do is very fast. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Fast.
Yeah, you need to purchase $10. Oh, €10.
$10.
And there's the Archer Master new event.
Yes.
And there's the bonus level.
Yeah,
Okay, let's see the
this is
bonus.
so
We're
good.
gonna just roll it very fast.
Yeah, you still need. So bonus level, you have a limited amount of moves, and you want to earn as much hard currency as
It's
possible.
kind of a hard currency. They just have like 2 currencies.
Yeah.
As I said, their economy works differently than usual Match-3 game. Usual Match-3 games, they don't even have hard currency. They just have the soft currency is the hard currency. We just have coins like Gardenscapes,
Yeah.
or Royal Match and stuff like that. Because again, simpler for the audience. These guys has it a little bit more heavy because of the additional spend that they are creating through the merch part.
Yeah.
So I need to do it
in Match-3 game part is only gems, basically. And I was wondering, why do I need so many gems? And then it's like, wait a second, 900 for five more moves.
Out of moves.
And then if you're out of moves as well, then the next one is 1,900. So it scales.
But that's the same. That's the same balancing as Gardenscape. It's like 900 plus 5 moves.
Yeah.
But then the soft currency, the gold, is actually for the merch part.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
For the Match-3 part. Yeah, that's there.
Yeah,
so
that's pretty.
We're gonna do 3
good.
more moves, and then we're gonna talk about the secret. I hopefully think.
Yes. Maybe I didn't fool you. Maybe I did. I don't know.
Maybe you
Let's
did.
see.
Maybe I don't know, or maybe we don't see.
Maybe we'll see. No, seriously.
Yeah. So that's there.
Because it was quite fast in I think it was every 3 or 5 levels at the very beginning. Now it's every 20.
It's still, by the way, more light than Gardenscapes. Gardenscapes or the players can have it every second level.
There you go.
And there we go. There we go. So
how does it work? This is not it. Tap to continue.
New event pretty much.
This is why we are so exciting. Help. Fix
play,
the design.
Play.
Yeah. So you can skip this as usual, which we're not going to do. Yeah, no, just saying. But
don't you dare.
This.
This is the main fucking thing.
Yeah. This screen is the innovation.
Yeah.
This screen is the innovation. You can't even do anything with it. And there we go.
Oh my God. Please help me fix this.
Yeah. So here, ladies and gentlemen, is the trick to the current mobile game market. You're looking at
freezing families.
Yes.
Yeah, fixing stuff.
And this is the like why this whole thing is happening. Basically, without this, there won't be this episode.
Yeah, exactly. I think also they have so many different creatives. I think there's one particular that was match villains, basically. And I'm going to show you that. And it was just, wait a second. I just saw it.
And you see how, by the way, smooth it is? It's even more
Yeah.
smoother than what PlayerX is doing. PlayerX is currently doing that like pin puzzle stuff where you need to like push
Yeah.
hard currency to like fire up the stove or whatever and like again make heat for a freezing family. They have it nicely ordered within a progression. So you've seen that like there were different flats that we are going to renovate. We couldn't even touch it. It was like on rail.
Yeah.
And if we do the last one again, you see that like slowly the picture gets like renovated and everything. And then again, we get a lot of soft currency, by the way, for this by skipping.
It's not a lot. It's 50.
Still, like
it's 50 gems and 100 coins. It's not that. I mean,
so everything right now, what we're seeing, screams of a team that really knows what it's doing and has took its time to basically perfect it, right? Yeah.
There you go, 50 and 100.
What do you mean on the UA side and not on the game design side? Like,
because on the game design side, as I said, they were there before, 3 years ago. No, they were there before on the product side.
So the product didn't really change.
Yes.
So the product didn't really change. The only thing that changed.
They changed. They changed because Royal Match meta. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But the combination.
That's not the key.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was kind of telling the listeners about the context, because we thought the context was different because the merge, match, whatever, but the merge and match was kissing already in 2021. And now they added, and it was very late soft launch, because I see these creatives already in like September, October, in different variations, and we're gonna check it.
So they mastered the art of product-driven UA.
Ooh, before it was cool.
Ooh, soundbite. Now, Mate, take us behind the screen of product-led UA. Show us.
Yeah. I'm not sure where should I start, man. It's so interesting. Should we go into the history first, or we want to go directly?
Let's go
history
to
history is always good for a little context.
Yeah, let's go to the history.
It's great for repeating itself.
Yeah, I mean, it's this is November, so
I'll be Churchill.
Let's go to actual history of 2022, which is, I mean, I can go even to 2021 later, but this is what they've been running in the soft launch.
Ooh.
See?
Ooh, that's not gonna. That's
So core gameplay not gonna work.
Yeah, this is what. Yeah, but look, what do you
unlock
do
Mexico?
In soft launch? What do you do in soft launch? You use actually, and this is why I thought this was only merge.
Creative.
Yeah, you're kind of showcasing the gameplay because you want to see the actual KPIs. If you just start running this, oh my god, my matching star. They improved quite a lot the whole visuals. I can tell. But
that's
you
like
want to
Rayman from PlayStation 2.
Yeah, look, you were saying. You were saying something?
Pin puzzle, there we go.
Pin puzzle, there we go, 2022. So, and this is why I think this was really killed quickly, because this has nothing to do with the gameplay. And if we do this in soft launch, you can see the low CPIs, but also really bad retention. Seriously, I mean, it can be very misleading for any decision making ever, especially in soft launch. So this is
because you're lying.
Because you're lying, yeah. Because you're. Oh, geez, yeah. Okay, there's tasks, all merging. Nice. This is like an EverMerge creative. Thank you very much.
God, that hand has never seen sunlight in the entire.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So what?
It's almost like you. Oh man, you're Snow White.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you're Viking. Is that Aladdin, by the way?
I think
it's
it
Aladdin
is
from
Aladdin.
Wish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Aladdin
but
from.
Don't worry, there is no app police, so you'll get away with it.
Yeah, you're right. So they have all these like different kind of township, farm wheel type of stuff here. With merging. So this is 2022. we can try something else, but it's still the same thing all over again. No match. And then I know, right? I guess it was trending back into it 2022, I guess.
What was the movie?
It
Trending
was
in the 90s too.
Try to
No, the Will Smith
try-
movie.
yeah, the Will Smith movie.
With the gin and everything.
Yeah, try
That's
to find out.
right. Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out. Flashback.
Yep. Oops. Get more water. Okay, this is kind of going into that safe whatever theme, but not quite there. So it's like only
2019.
Okay, yeah, that's. I guess that's not working in their favor. So, look, as you see, 0 match free.
What's the CPI you think on those creatives in the States?
I
Giant
know.
still.
Well,
Giant.
Okay,
it's
let's just give context,
2022.
right? Let's just say like it's
2022,
going to be
30.
high.
30.
Yeah.
2022 already you have merge pension and microfund battling each other.
2022. Oh, okay.
I can double check.
It's in UK, in Germany and Canada, I think, the soft launch.
Yeah.
So it's also quite high CPIs, right? So, but it's honestly like the how they picked the countries for soft launch. Yes, pretty good. That's a very good, because UK merge games and all the casual games.
10 years in UA does. Experience. No one can beat it.
Yeah, no one can beat it. Here, we're kind of moving forward to the global launch date, which is November 2023. And then you see there's some differences. Look, so I think she is kind of lying in this. Is it?
That's like a TV infomercial. Like, until I discovered
like,
blah blah
yeah,
tool,
exactly.
and it's black and white, and you're like, oh, I was chopping cabbage really wrong until I discovered this tool.
Exactly. No ads. Oh my god, zero ads. Great, thank you very much. Yeah, this is my go-to chill.
I would never click on that.
Yeah, me neither.
Never click on that.
Yeah, everybody's
That's
addicted.
in the UK. Look at those houses. That's the UK.
Yeah, that was UK. That was UK.
Yeah.
It's also the accent was UK, but it's also all of these still. Merry Christmas in November. Thank you very much. Fuck off. This is also like this already match free. No merch match. And here, look at what we have in this. Good old divorce.
Yeah.
Good old divorce. And here we go.
Here we go. Freezing family.
Classic.
This is where we start. And this, you see, it's match.
This is how the game starts, by the way.
This is how
it's like feeding the dog or something.
Yeah.
Even before freezing family.
Emotional roller coaster. Crazy. But this is what this. So this is November 2023. So you see, okay, here we start. And then we have there is some merge, but it's not really that relevant or like not that much, or not that many impressions going into this. It's still kind of old, but then we have all of these. Yes, this is another one. Look, a dog, and again, the cult classic kind of choice ad, and then freezing in the house. Yeah, broken visual. Like we've seen this so many times before.
Yeah, and they use the ferry again. By the way, check if they use the ferry.
Where's the ferry?
Like their ferry is being dragged from all the way, like through all the creative concepts, and she ends up in freezing families. So it's freezing fairies actually.
Freezing fairies, yeah, true. It's freezing fairies, and then the frost death. Unfortunately, so that's all of these that we have here, and then I think like this is basically the classic good old scene that everybody had in their creatives in the casual space. Well, casual meaning playrix-ish, and all of these. Honestly, this is going to go live on Monday, and on Friday I'm going to post about the whole freezing families trend and all of the different games that are using the same thing. It's literally shit ton of them. So we have two schools basically. You have save the king and save me and save whatever, and then you have freezing families. It's like this is what works in casual games, unfortunately.
Yeah.
and all the makeover, sexist, misogynist stuff, that's terrible. But
Where's that cat from? I recognize that from somewhere.
yeah,
That cat is from somewhere.
It's saved Alice. Alice in the Wonderland.
Yeah.
Alice in the Wonderland.
But that's
This
not
is from
IP
Wish.
protected anymore, so that's cool.
Yeah, it's also different colors, so it doesn't work like that, right? It's fine. So that's what we have. And then, oops. This is slightly better.
No, douchebag boyfriend? Oh,
I mean, this is Lily's Garden, and we also see this in Project Makeover. I've seen this ad like 10 times. And this is 2023. So you remember when we talked about in the Save the King and the Toon Blast and all of these. So I think like people now, they started to realize like there were so many different performing concepts in like 5 years ago, and now they are kind of like reviving all of these
going
for some
back.
reason. Yeah,
History repeats itself. I'll be Churchill.
Yeah, always. There you go. Now, see, now this is way more polished. Yeah, way more polished, by the way. This is the same ad that we saw before, but this is way more polished. It's exactly the same. So it's like, it's all, yeah, so I'm not going to go into that. Maybe we're going to see this one. Yeah, okay. All of these UGC stuff, fine. Nothing. Here's your fairy, which is, I guess, an attempt for like a narrative, story-driven, whatever, and merch.
Can I ask something here?
Yeah.
Or do you want to show one more? Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, Vertex Games, they don't mention matching story on their website at all. It's only their bingo game. Do you think they expected this? Or is it like basically the product update in the UA, lightning in a bottle, and wham?
I don't think it's a surprise for them. They've been doing this.
This has been iterating for so long, right?
Yeah, since 2023. It's just honestly, I don't think anyone cares about websites these days. Honestly, I didn't have a website.
No, of course not. No.
Like, so that's the the least interesting stuff.
But this game can go on to make $1 billion, right? Like it's just, you'd want it on your website.
I'm not sure. This is 250 per day, maybe 300. I'm not sure like how they can go and grow into like 500k per day or $1 million per day.
Jakob,
do you think they can go anything between like 500k per day to 1 mil a day?
Pretty much double the current revenue.
Yeah, pretty much double the current revenue.
Like you already seen on the chart that they were kind of approaching the peak there.
I mean, they're very stable for last year.
Yeah, but it could be that they just like hop on a little bit better creative trend, and they just.
This is what they can do. Maybe it's gonna load.
Maybe
it's gonna load.
Yeah, it looks so interesting. That's like Royal Match.
Yeah, of course we know.
You know what it is?
Of course, it's Royal Match.
Match villains. Exactly, it's 1 minute long match villains. Yeah, it's exactly it.
Yeah.
And before in the soft launch, we were running Facebook only and Google. Now they have all the channels. And guess what? Uplavin, of course, and all of this. Look, it's exactly match villains instead of coins.
3 as well. Yeah,
exactly. The whole family.
Getting the round in balls instead of coins.
Yeah, exactly.
There's 3 of them.
The girl's already dead.
Oh, don't worry. She's fine. She's okay.
Sure,
she's fine.
Look at the mother banging. Look at the mother banging.
That she's fine, man, for sure.
Yeah, she's fine. Don't worry, it's gonna be fine. You see, we're safe. Gonna save them, I guess.
They're fine. Yet she's not fine in like 2 seconds.
Or maybe no, they won't die.
She's dead.
Okay, she wasn't fine.
Even the same clothes as matching.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Man.
That's the thing, and there's so many of these.
But this is the whole point of this whole market now. If you don't master this shit, you are not going anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is a must. So it's an old lady.
What did I just witness?
Yeah, exactly. And I say I'm not actually reading a book. I'm playing a game, which is super fun. And I'm just like she's cleaning a shit on the floor.
Mud.
I'm just like, what's happening?
It's mud.
Sure, yeah,
idiots.
it's mud. Yeah, of course it's mud. See, over 6,000 levels. What a lie.
Emotional roller coaster again.
Yeah, again, the
Lift.
same thing. And yeah, here we are fixing this exactly because this is exactly in these levels. Help me.
See, there's like
yeah, that's
the
the
flats
layout.
and everything. Yeah,
That's the layout. That's the layout.
Yeah.
And
By the way,
again,
it's like homescapes. Like this
Yeah.
layout is like homescapes, by the way.
Yeah.
nice. So we saw this. This is not interesting.
What was
Yeah,
this?
there's also another one. It's just like
Where did they roll up
was-
the crate? Where did they roll up the?
the grass. It's
Satisfying.
township.
It's
It's township. Kind of. And this is my favorite because like the head on fire,
burning hair.
burning hair. These go. So again, we see the same thing. So like this is
That's the girl from Monsters ENC. That's Boo.
So these
okay.
guys really know what they're doing, huh? On the UA side.
the small one.
Yeah. Monsters Inc.
Is
Yeah.
it on string?
Yeah.
Yeah, please. Yeah, for sure. Please do. I've never seen the movie.
Oh man, you should
It
watch
looks more like
You never saw Monsters Inc?
No, it's
Are you
it
okay?
looks more like I'm fine. More like
Okay.
the small girl from Minions, Despicable Me. That's the one.
It's kind of
I know if we're talking about all this. Anyway, so look, okay, we saw this already. They have all the networks: the Facebook, Unity, Google, Applavin, Moloko, and stuff, and they have 100 pages of the creation. Wait,
this is current, yeah. April this month.
so yeah, it's April, but I need to check with the playables and everything. It's way more. Yeah, 150. So yeah, it's the classic. You can see.
So the only thing they're missing is AI creatives.
No, I haven't seen AI creatives. I haven't seen any of
Yeah, this is the
those.
new trend that we saw in
Look.
Royal Match. You remember that shark whale? Or
Oh,
the
yeah.
crumbling stones on the hand with the sand? That's
Yeah.
like AI hooks. That's what Royal Match is now running. No, this is basically their gameplay. Like this, they have exactly this in the game.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, keep them warm.
Vacuum cleaner was very powerful.
Oh my god! Look, this is so ridiculous.
Again,
Seriously.
Lancy girl. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but
oh
see,
my
she's
God,
already
so
froze.
bad. So
She's already
disgusting.
froze. I mean, seriously.
Each camera zoom
Just when I
gets
think we
worse.
can't get any lower with creatives,
Exactly, yeah,
I'm
that's what I was saying.
always surprised.
We
Like,
get
wait,
lower,
don't worry,
we
guys.
get
We've
lower,
reached
we-
the bottom. We've reached the bottom. Don't worry. Oh wait, there's more.
Oh, wait, exactly. It's like, yeah, like this is like, if you think there's no surprise and we can't go lower, it's always like
It's not surprised. It's a new low.
it's a new low. It's always a new low.
Going down, sir? Yes, all the way down.
All the way down, please. Let's see if we have anything. Yeah, let's see the new creatives only for
Oh, what
April.
a tool! What an update!
yeah. This
But
great.
this is Felix. This is just another kind of like spectrum of low. Like let's say
What is
the.
this? The fuck is this?
Of course, you know what this is. You know what it is.
Triple game.
It's like we're testing the creatives of different games and
Yeah.
ripping them off directly on our account. That's what it is.
This could be a bit of Chinese. No,
Lily's Garden, basically.
Yeah, it's like all this bullshit.
Lily's Garden.
And this is new. Okay,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
Royal
new as
Match.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about
Tomb
we
Raider
rip off
version.
everything, and it's about the speed of it, like how fast
Yeah,
we
exactly.
rip it off.
The
maybe
thing
they
is,
are
like,
Chinese after all, huh? This is
yeah,
like Century
absolutely.
Games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This
This is yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because these. Yeah,
Yeah, there's
after
Chinese.
all.
100%. Yeah, they have to be.
They have to be after seeing all of these. Wait,
Of course. See, there we go. Like
I mean,
it's not about ripping people. You rip them by default. It's like how fast you can rip them off.
yeah. Oh my god, but this is terrible.
But this is
So
new.
this is basically
This is new.
200 people strong team in China.
No, this is like new peak creatives that we went
Yeah.
over. This
Yeah,
from last
exactly.
month.
And then
They're
you
already
have the
running
matching
them
story.
on their own account.
Yeah, you have the matching story. The matching story.
And
What
and
is happening?
uh,
What?
you
I
rip
mean-
everything off. That's where we get there. Like it's pretty much a complete cutthroat jungle now.
Wow.
It doesn't say where they're based on the webpage. I'm just looking at it right now. There's
It's Singapore.
nothing.
So I'm telling you, it's Singapore.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like, look, it's just 100% Chinese.
of course.
Incentive ads and payment options exist in certain levels, not mandatory. Choose as needed. The final result subject. It's published in the app. They don't even say the name in that fine print. Okay, no, I mean this is just brilliant.
Just getting ridiculous by the minute. Like,
It is. But still, like as you said, like the speed on like how they
Yeah.
copy everything, and like this is look.
it's not
Nobody
copying,
is
it's steal. If
steal.
you run
Okay,
the
steal.
same thing, you steal. You don't copy. This is
yes,
this is copy because you at
this is
least
copy.
change the art.
Yeah, this is copy. Yeah, that's why I want to say this is copy because, but I mean they're using the. This is not tap to blast. Fuck. I mean, yeah, I'm so confused. Anyway,
100%
So
Chinese team. All right.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I think we can close in here. So,
Snake. There we go.
yeah.
Whole thing. Hey, there's a girl.
There's a good, yeah.
It's the peak again. It's
This is
ripped
yeah,
off.
we saw it. Yeah, we saw
Yeah,
it. We
this
saw it
is-
in the last creative
It's
chance.
ripped off. It's not theirs.
Nice. Okay. But
Hurry
still,
up.
pretty good, man. I mean,
Pretty good
I'm
creative.
impressed. I'm
What's
impressed.
pretty good. It's done by Peak. What the fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about?
You can see that Mattia also does similar stuff. So he's just praising the shit out of this. It's like when we did Super Cent, and he's like, "You see Nike and Gucci in the creatives? I love it." And then people are like, "It's copyright infringement." He's like, "It's just aggressive
So?
ads.
So
I didn't see
Okay.
any police. I didn't see any police
Yeah.
complaining."
hello,
Police.
hello, app police. Wait a second, you don't exist. Thank
Quick,
you.
quick,
give me the
call
screen,
Google.
I'll
Tell them
show
to take
you.
off
Yeah,
my
yeah,
creatives.
you can go.
Oh
Yeah, you
wait,
can go.
Show
Yeah,
you one more thing.
yeah.
Is one of our listeners was very I'm very grateful for them to actually showing us how to do proper charts on the category ranking.
Yes.
We can look there
Wow.
back in time. How was that? So what was it?
This-
2022?
2022. But what are you asking about?
Yeah, we'll get there. The blue one
Anyway.
is Merge 2, which is our travel towns, gossip harbors, and everything, and the
Yeah.
black one is Merge 3, which didn't go anywhere. and
Yeah, it's
stagnating
pretty stale.
forever. Yeah, so you can see here. So Merge 2, Merge Mansion, Travel Town, Gossip Harbor. If we go Merge 3, it's Merge Dragons, EverMerge, blah 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 blah. And the inflection point is somewhere here, like start of 2023, when they really
Yeah,
know,
took off.
the couple pretty
Is that
much. and
magmatic that led that curve or what?
It's
like,
all
check. This is
kind.
the curve for the top game. So we have Seaside, Escape, Love and Pies, Gossip Harbor, Matchington, Story, Travel Town, and Merge. So you see that Merge Mansion is leading pretty much all the way from 2020 when it started. It was doing like
It's leading because it was like only game.
Yeah.
It was leading.
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't put EverMerge here, by the way. I think if
Yeah,
I can put this also here. So we're kind of complete.
Are we gonna beat the dead horse or what are we doing?
Yeah, we're already beating it. EverMerge was even before. So just to be correct. So then comes Merge Mansion, and you see EverMerge never kind of went up. They just like, somewhere March 2021, it's like peaked. And then you see how this thing went. And by the way, matching stories in the chart. So you see there also. But then it's just go ballistic here in like 2023. And then you see that's the microphone.
Yeah, but
and
I
the
think
full
if they had Merge 2 instead of Merge 3, it wouldn't be the same thing.
You can do Merge 2 and Merge 3 because you have literally two competing boards against each other.
Exactly.
It would be too heavy for.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I
for
said.
user.
Like, I think it wouldn't
That's why
work.
Merge, like the isometric part, is supplementing the abandoned villa progression of Gardenscapes, literally. So, because it fits. And they're
Yeah, it
lucky
fits.
that it fits, by the way. So that's there. But again, the moral of the story is again what we see, which is
what
that,
we get.
that we have old games, like literally 4-year-old game that's hitting record revenue, even though it's soft launch. It's
That's
a 4-year-old game.
come on.
Yeah, it's soft launch, but it's 4-year-old game, man. It's 4-year-old game.
You know what I'm gonna tell you, you motherfucker? Because you're shitting on Moko all the time, and it's like, oh, it's not going anywhere. Here you are saying, oh, it's a 4-year-old
This
game.
is where your pessimism works against you.
Exactly.
And on that bombshell, it's time to end. It's
Exactly.
been another lovely episode of 2.5 Gamers, where you can stay 2.5 steps ahead of the gaming industry, where we cover all the new hit games, all the hit titles. So don't forget to tune in for future episodes so you can also stay, what, Jakob?
Meow.
2.5 years ahead of the gaming industry.
Of
there
course.
we go.
There
Yeah.
you go.
All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you so much for
See-
tuning in.
Yes. See you in our Slack channel and also in our gamers/shop, because here
Yeah, there we
we
go.
have another merch, hot and live on our website. So see you there and see you in our next episode. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.